that first zeal. Let me realize the hour it first appeared to me.
Amen.
God has a plan. God has a purpose. He has a plan and a purpose for everyone. He has a plan and a purpose for you. See, Newton, we can wonder how this guy had such troubles. We look back in his past. How many knows? Some of us come from some real ugly, horrible pasts. He did. His mother died when he was only 6 years old. He was forced to go onto ships and start working at the age of 11. That or the orphanage. They sent him on the ships. He was put in these situations in which he rebelled from. But I'm here to tell you, moms, even though he was only 6, when his mother died, his mother prayed over him. His mother had some thoughts. She had told other people, I believe my son is called into the ministry. I believe my son is meant to be a clergyman. And do you know how faithful God is? He heard this mother's prayer and he pursued this man every day till he finally came to the Lord. Moms, don't stop praying for your children. Don't stop speaking words of positivity. Don't stop putting hope in a dark world because they need it. And I'm here to tell you, God holds the prayers of the parents, of the mothers and the fathers, and they continue on and watch over your children. Amen. Amen. He was an older man when he came to Christ, but his mom prayed for him as a baby. Those that knew her said she walked with God. And I'm here to tell you, we need some mothers in the house that walk with God. Amen. Amen. We need some praying parents and grandparents. See, why do we have this love for God? Because in John 4:19, we love Him because He first loved us. That's what amazing grace is. Amazing grace is a God that loves us when we're the wretch. Amazing grace is the God who loves us overwhelmingly. The best word I can think of it today is ugly. A lot of us are just plain ugly sometimes, the things we do and the things we've done, because we didn't know who Jesus was. But He looked at us and said, those are my children. And I'm going to go up to a hill called Calvary and lay my life down and pay the price that they can't pay. Because I love you. He loved us first. He loved us first. And aren't we priceless to Him? We're priceless to Him. We forget our value. We are. We're priceless. Jesus laid His life down. No greater love. We're priceless. Next part of that song says, through many dangers, toils and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace that brought me safe this far, and grace will lead me home. How many here today can say you've been through the fire? That there's been some things in your life that, like a fire, it's just come in and destroyed everything and burnt everything up and there's nothing left. But you still got God. Amen. Amen. As I was writing this lesson, I put down the fire and the flood. I think in Elsberry we can say we've been through the flood in many ways. Amen. Yeah. I kind of laughed after I wrote that. Thought, yeah, that fits Elsberry real well. They had a flood here. What am I talking about? I'm telling you, life can be hard. Life can be difficult. Life can be these toils. Life can be these dangers, these snares. But when you've got God, you can come through it. When you've got Jesus, you can get through this hard time because He has you. His grace will bring you through it. His grace will lead you home. Amen. See, He's caught you, and He'll preserve you, and He'll keep you. There is nothing, not one thing ever in this world that can release you from the grip of God. Did you know that? There's no force on this earth that can release you from God's hand. And when you give your life to Jesus, He puts you right here and He holds on to you because you belong to Him. You're His priceless. He's not letting go of you. You are His. That's amazing grace.